That's me sneaking onto Oak Island,
You hear people? Shh, got light up.
where an estimated $100 million+ worth of treasure is said to be buried inside an elaborate booby trap named the Money Pit, or so the rumors say. Many people have become suspicious as to why we're still unable to dig up the treasure. Unlike all other active treasure hunts, this one has the exact coordinates to where the treasure's buried.
There's one island that has like this crazy hole in the ground that was made by pirates.
The Curse of Oak Island.
Yes,
That's the show.
Oak Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have some crazy hole in the ground that they're trying to figure out how to get into, but there's all these weird little traps and...
Yep, that's exactly right.
But with all of the advancements in technology today, shouldn't humans be capable of outsmarting a booby trap from the 16th century? Was the treasure on Oak Island already found? And what exactly are they still hiding here? Before I go there and sneak into the Money Pit myself, what did the locals here know? You know anything about the treasure that's supposed to be buried on Oak Island?
It's fake.
You don't think it's real? No. Why not?
Maybe. I'm not like too well informed on the whole thing, but probably. I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Do you think it's real? I don't know if it's real, to be honest with you. Tell me about it. I have a YouTube channel. We're making a video about it. You hear about it often?
Every once in a while. Like, I know that there's it's on the news always, but
What's your take on it?
I don't know. Like, I think it's interesting, and I'd like to think it's real, but I don't really know.
Possibly.
Maybe. What about you?
I kind of believe.
It's a fact or fiction? We're asking people what they think about it.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's interesting because, I mean, you know, it's such a big event in Nova Scotia. And, I mean, it tracked worldwide. I mean...
Exactly, yeah. It's a small town on the map internationally.
Yeah, exactly.
You optimistic? Maybe there's something there?
Maybe.
It could be true, but they've been trying for a while, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think there's something buried there, but I'd say whether it's treasure or not,
You think it could be some sort of booby trap? Some sort of joke? Prank?
I don't know.
We're making a YouTube video on what people think about the treasure that's buried, if they think it's fact or fiction. There's supposed to be $1 billion worth of treasure buried just about 20 minutes from here. Cool. All right, folks. What do you think?
I'm going to say no. I don't think there is.
You don't think it's possible?
Possible. Plausible is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Yeah.
I believe it's fact.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any reason? What's the nail in the coffin for you?
Belief. We gotta believe in something.
Yeah.
Superstition. The whole province is based on superstitions, survival, ghost stories, fables around the fishing industry and things like that. So, yeah, I believe in it.
But to be fair, many people's skepticism of the legend being true or not can be justified through the sheer amount of money this brings to the economy here. The sole idea of treasure being buried here is enough to bring tourism from all over the world. And if that's not enough, there's an entire TV series with a running 12 seasons that documents the treasure hunt itself. With all of this in mind, one has to wonder, if the treasure were to be found and the mystery on Oak Island was no longer, would the economics of this highly profitable mystery eventually run dry? You watch the TV series?
Some of it, yeah.
You follow along with the news and the stories you hear from people here?
Yeah.
How do you guys, like, parents look at it? They think it's possible?
Yeah.
They follow the TV show and stuff?
Yeah.
They've kind of been milking it.
Yeah.
So, if I'm honest, yeah, for sure.
So you're 50-50 down the middle. Could be marketing scheme, could be real.
Exactly. I don't want to rule it out because nobody knows, but they've been trying for a while, so.
Yeah. You think this is getting dragged out for the tourism aspect and the TV show?
Damn right.
Moneymaker.
Yep.
So you think this is a bottomless pit, metaphorically and physically?
I would have to say yes. Yeah.
Hope they soon find whatever they're going to find there, but
You hope they're onto something soon? You're optimistic?
yeah, well, be nice if they find something, yeah.
What do you think about people that think that it's like a waste of time and money and resources to go out there?
I don't really know. I mean, it's cool to be curious, I guess.
Well, see, the big thing with me, I think there is, like, a lot of history there. And, I mean, it goes back to, like, 1500s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as they moved away from 10X, then it really grew on me a lot. Some people might have said, you know, they're ruining the treasure. You know, it's gotta be a mystery, but there had to be some kind of conclusion there.
Obviously, no treasure hunting TV show could ever get 12 seasons digging in the same hole the entire time, which is why they faced backlash for switching up their convictions and trying to dig in new sites as the hunt goes on, being referred to as the TV show that will never end or have any real satisfying payoff. And coincidentally, while asking people their thoughts on on this, I bumped into this guy.
What's this?
I have a YouTube channel. We're asking people if they think the Curse of Oak Island's real.
Conflict of interest. I do work for the production company that shoots the show, so.
Got it.
The community out here has a lot to gain from people believing in the mystery between the TV show's production and the tourism industry, like this full-size treasure hunting themed resort that sits on the coast of Nova Scotia and overlooks Oak Island.
You're witnessing the tourism firsthand. Oak Island Resort and Conference Center. They obviously make a lot of money off the interest. This is all a big part of the tourism. There's treasure here, yada yada. Come stay at our hotel. You get the gist. Well, I actually tried staying here, but they didn't have the rooms available. Holy shit. This is a big ass hotel.
And after looking online, I realized there's 120 rooms in total just in the main building, as well as individual chalets you can book on the waterfront. And they didn't have a single room available on a random Monday night in April. So how much money is this place actually bringing in?
Just down this way, we've got some apartments as well that sit just outside of the actual Oak Island Resort. You get to look out over the top of Oak Island this way. This is luxury, bro. God damn. Dude, is that a pool? It is. They done got everything here.
A tennis court, basketball court, shuffleboard, full-sized pool, and a balcony.
They got so much shit here. This looks like a seasonal place. Anybody in here? Summertime is when people take their vacations, is when they get their business, because this is a tourist trap. Honestly, how cool would it be to say that your apartment overlooks an island that's supposed to have $1 billion of treasure sitting there?
I think this water alone's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, this place is probably bumping in the summer. Look at all these places you can sit down. Fire pit, got the beach here. How much do you think the TV show helps their business?
Oh, so much.
Dude, 100%.
And even people the likes of Joe Rogan bringing this up on his show all of the time. As I jumped back into my car to drive closer to the entrance to begin planning my nighttime infiltration, I saw these 3 kids walking home from school and thought I'd ask them,
do you guys know anything about the treasure on Oak Island?
Yeah, I do. My mom works there.
Your mom works on Oak Island? Is she digging for treasure?
She's not like that. She knows the people that like work there, but.
I'm from Newfoundland. You know where that is?
Yeah, I was born there.
You were born in Newfoundland. You're a Newfie, yeah. Us too. Do a lot of the locals around here think that there's actually treasure buried here somewhere?
I'm pretty positive, yeah.
What do you think about it? You think it's possible?
Well, me and my mom don't really think so. But like, I mean, it's good to believe in it, so.
Right. How much money do they actually think could be buried there?
From last time I checked, like $1 million, I think, something like that.
I've heard over $1 million. I think they've spent millions of dollars to actually try to get the money out, right? Do you know any reason why they can't get the money out of the ground?
They can't really like locate it good enough to dig and figure it out.
What do you think about it? It's pretty crazy, hey?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Do you think it's just like a mystery that might not actually be true?
I think it's a good mystery, but I don't really know if it's true or not.
There has to be an explanation for what has been found.
Like the booby traps and such?
Was it a booby trap or was it designed?
Yes, I've heard about the treasure. I've heard about, there's a show Oak Island. I've watched that a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know much else about it.
What do you make of it?
Well, I believe it, yes.
I think a lot of it's gone because there used to be a fellow who lived out there that didn't really work, but he had lots of money when he passed, so.
So you think they could have been slowly picking from the loot while simultaneously saying that they can't find anything?
Probably, yeah.
I imagine their small town culture has been a little bit disrupted by this TV show that they've been running for the past few years. Super strange town, strange vibes.
Then I approached the only entrance that connects to Oak Island.
All right, so we're approaching something here. It says Oak Island closed, no access. Straight ahead, 12 o'clock. There's a truck there, and as well as some trailer parks, which I believe some of the cast for the TV series might be staying in.
But who owns these cars? Why are they here? And what kind of security do they have watching? I put my drone into the air and picked up this footage of a few random structures I saw on the island and nearly lost the drone to a weak signal, trying to get a glimpse of the money pit on the southeast side.
Okay, signal lost. We gotta get back out here. It's freezing so badly. I can barely see what's going on here.
Seemed the only way I could capture it on camera was to sneak onto the island myself. We peeled out of there to avoid anyone getting suspicious and went back to the hotel room to gather our things and plan a specific route we could take to the money pit. And like every good YouTuber, I've made you a map so you can follow along. Here is where I found that house, here's where I found the shipping containers, and here's where I found the barn. This red X over here is the money pit. The only way to get in there is to take this road, but the road is privately owned and there is no public access. So the idea was to cross the bridge on foot in complete darkness with no flashlights on, take a sharp right onto the beach where we'd then follow this dotted line all the way to the money pit. we'll be passing by this tombstone, which has been put in place to remember the 6 people who died on the hunt for this treasure. And when we're halfway there, we'll be seeing this man-made pond somewhere around here.
Officially stepped foot onto Oak Island. That's the beach down there. See a few trucks. We're not gonna turn on any lights yet. I'm not sure if anybody's here right now. We're gonna turn right. We're gonna get out of here. Watch your step, watch your step. Right, so this is the beach down here. I'm stepping on some sort of tarp set up under a birch tree. Come here, come here. Oh, shit. So we've made it onto Oak Island. Right now we're on the shoreline, walking towards the money pit. You see that? See what? Over there, it looks like a shark. A shark? Where? Over there. Here. No, over there. Oh yeah, that's my Surfshark VPN. I use it to get us cheaper flights here. What's that? What are you talking about? Surfshark's a virtual private network. It lets you use the internet anonymously without websites stealing all your data. So how does that help us get cheaper flights? Well, you just download Surfshark on your phone or computer. It lets you use the internet from over like 100 different locations. It's also really convenient because you can use one account across multiple devices. Really? Yeah, your whole family can use it. You can get 4 extra months for free if you use my coupon code gnjbarry at checkout. But what if I don't like Surfshark? Well, you will. You can get discounts on big websites like Amazon or AliExpress. But if you want the 4 extra months for free, you gotta use my code on screen or click the first link in the description below. Alright, good to know. Thank you, Surfshark, for sponsoring this video. Let's keep going. So much slimy f***ing coral on the ground. It's so squishy. Ooh, that was a squishy one.
The plan remained the same, to follow the shoreline all the way to the money pit on the southeast side. However, we needed to be careful not to walk too far, because our GPS was giving us inaccurate readings.
We clearly have a problem with our GPS. It says we're in the middle of the ocean, and we're not. What kind of cool stuff you think you can find on this beach, Mark? Some cool rocks. Look at that. Seashell. I'm only looking for one thing, and it's treasure. Got some water dripping down. Not sure where it's coming from. It smells bad, actually. What is that? Is that a wasp nest? What is that? Don't touch that. Whoa. Get away from that. Is that a block of styrofoam? It is a block of styrofoam. Whoa. Got washed up in the water. This thing is massive. It's like the size of a human bed. This is easily the size of a twin bed or bigger. How far does it look like we're from the money pit? Pretty far. Look, we still gotta go all the way down over here. We're about a third of the way there. Yeah, we're about a third.
And after walking a little further, we reached this small gap, which was on a different angle to the waves, making the ambient noise much louder. It's very possible we could have been followed since the moment we stepped onto the island. And now with the sound of waves crashing below our feet, it's making it near impossible to monitor our surroundings.
Oh, that was loud. Do you hear people? No, we're chilling. Did you hear people? I think it was just the waves smacking. No, from that way. The waves are pushing up on us this way. Wait, shh. Turn the light off. Turn your headlight off. Am I tripping, Mark? No, I heard something the second time.
Now we're prone on the ground with no light, trying our hardest to listen in and see what we just heard.
I said I don't want to turn around, but we might have to. Nah, we're best kind. Look at the time, bro. The sun's gonna be rising when we try to leave.
And this was freaking me out. It was way easier for someone to see us in daylight compared to the dark. So we had to make a decision, to turn around now or to keep going and risk not making it out before sunrise. And then my cameraman said,
all right, let's keep going that way. Keep moving? Yeah. The lights scare me. It's just the moon. Yeah. The light hitting on the water. I thought somebody was coming after us with a flashlight or something. Look at that. What's that blue thing? Where? Right here. What's that? Some kind of buoy? Oh, it is a buoy. Yeah. It's designed to float around. Oh my God! What? Holy shit! Look at that! Is that a lobster claw? Yeah. Holy shit!
We're a little over halfway there, and we're starting to see things that are more significant to the treasure hunt. After seeing something reflect off of our flashlights, we jumped up off of the beach for the first time to take a look.
I don't know if this symbolizes anything to do with clues or treasure that they found, but here we have a purple flag. Another purple flag tipped over, and a blue marker right here. This one's got words on it. 24 305. Not sure what that means. Could be a date, could be a coordinate. We've got some more of these over here too. Another one. I'm not sure what these symbolize. We found our first mass object. It's human-made. This looks like iron piping. Looks like some sort of machinery they use to drill the treasure out. I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
I mean, like, we're pretty far on the island now, yeah?
We're really far on the island.
Yeah.
There wouldn't just be someone out here.
Nah, there wouldn't just be people roaming it. The only reason there'd be people out here is if they knew we were here and wanted to kick us out.
Is that a pond?
That might be a pond.
Yeah, it is.
That pond actually isn't located on Google Maps.
Dude, that's crazy. You can't even see it.
I'll actually get a little closer to show you. I don't know if this is a man-made pond. I guess this is where all the running water would be coming from.
I was confused about Google's inaccuracy of this place and questioning whether the money pit would be exactly where it says. We continued walking further along the coast where we'd come to a stop and forced to climb up onto the trail itself as the beach tapered off into nothing.
Looks like the beach is ending, so we're gonna have to climb up onto the road. This is bad news, but we gotta do it. Looks like they've built an artificial barricade here. We're so incredibly close to the money pit right now. The blue dot is us, the money pit is right here. Almost 4 a.m. in the morning right now, 3:56. We finally arrived at the base of the money pit. That blue dot is us. We just need to walk directly up this trail, which is right here. We need to be very careful. There could be some sort of motion detector lights or cameras that are going to be recording us. So we really need to get in and get out, more or less. Take the same way out that we took in, and that starts right now. We're going to go up. Whoa. What is that? That's a piece of machinery. Wow, that's huge. Yeah, this is a piece of machinery that they use to dig the treasure with. To give you a life-size comparison, this is a large piece of machinery. This is me. For reference, I'm about 5'8.5". This thing is massive. I assume they use this to drill this into the ground and help them dig through the booby traps and try to get the treasure out. That would be one of many tools they have. If we just keep walking, I'm sure we can find some other stuff. That's a gear. This looks like they have some mulch on the ground instead of dirt. That is it right there. You see that metal thing? You see it on the camera? No. I don't want to trigger any lights or something like that. All right, let's get in and get out, okay? There. This has got to be the money pit. Let me check the map. This has gotta be it. Alright, we're moving. No. This way. It says it's this way.
Push to the right. What's that? Hey, watch out.
This. That's the money pit. There's the ladder down. This is it. We've got danger. Men working below. I don't want to fall through the cracks or anything. No, this is all paved. That. This is insane. Oh. Give me the GoPro. Yeah. This is down the hole of the money pit. Don't know if you can see anything. Oh, you can. Oh my God, you can. That's incredible. Let me shine the flashlight. There's supposed to be treasure down there. Who knows if that's actually correct. That's something I've never seen before. Money pit. Inside access video. We've got a little shack up there. They built a little house. I guess they could stop there for a lunch break while they're digging. And right now, we're gonna book it out of here. Do you know what time sunrise starts? The sunrise doesn't start until 6:46 a.m. Nonetheless, if everything goes our way, we should be able to get off this island smoothly. Everything should be fine. We just need to remember to trace our steps. Do you think there's actually treasure down there? There's no way they would take it this seriously.
But if there was, they would though. They'd have to.
They got a goddamn, like a mechanical claw.
Yeah, but I was saying there could be more treasure than just the show and the resort they got going to.
And that's the dilemma. As we hustled out of here, I couldn't help but to reflect on the mystery. It seems like a pretty serious operation with a lot of research, planning, physical labor, taking the lives of 6 people over the course of centuries with ridiculously expensive and heavy equipment as people devote their entire lives to the thrill of searching. Will we ever have answers? Is there actually treasure buried beneath our feet? Was it once there but secretly removed a lifetime ago? Or is it a never-ending promise that's being used to milk different industries, like tourism, TV shows, and now YouTubers?